Today I'm going to be attempting to make a grilled cheese sandwich. Don't mind my hair, I just woke up. And as you can see, there are so many other options to eat for breakfast. But of course I have to go for the difficult one. So the grilled cheese sandwich is the most delicate food type in the whole entire world. Like, of all other known delicacies, all other like ratings of foods, grilled cheese sandwiches are one of the highest ranked foods, and they deserve. All right, I'm not gonna talk about grilled cheese sandwiches like it's an actual person, but in my opinion, I really like them, and I'm going to be attempting to make one. So let's hope that this doesn't go badly. So let's put this here and show you guys the ingredients for what you need for a grilled cheese sandwich. Alright, frying pan. You always need a frying pan because you're not going to use a pot or like heat it up in the microwave or something like that. And then you gotta have some butter, trusty butter, and then you have to have some cheese. I don't have cheese. Anyways, these are the utensils you need. Alright. You need a plastic fork to put the butter on the bread. And you need a metal spoon. Metal! If you use a plastic spoon, when you're putting, well, you need to scoop, well, yeah, okay. When you put the butter on the bread and it goes onto this frying pan, it could stick on there. You don't want it to stick, so you have to keep moving it around till it's like not really burnt, but like kind of like toast. And then you flip it over to the other side, and then you would have butter on that side too. And then move it around, do the same procedures that you used for the first piece. And then you would not take it out. You would push it to the side and have the other piece of bread that you had ready on the pan. And then remember to keep moving the one that you did first, because you don't want it to stay burnt on there. And then once both of them are both like toast, like, and then you want to put the cheese on top of the bread, and then on top of the other one. For me, I use only 2 pieces of cheese because I don't really need that much. But you guys could use how much you want. Warning: if you stack them way too high, the middle won't get melted, and when you put them together, it'll just be a mess. So I'll come back to you guys when I get some cheese from somewhere. Alright, peace. Alright guys, I finally got some cheese. Alright, it doesn't matter which cheese you use, as long as it's like one of these kind of shaped cheeses, the square ones. Alright, so now that we have spoon, plastic knife, 2 pieces of cheese, butter, and the frying pan, we are going to collect the bread. Alright, bread. I love Wonder Bread, by the way. It's amazing. Soft. It's also really good for grilled cheese sandwiches. And I'm just going to grab 2 pieces. 1, 2. Gonna put that there. Cover this up. Leave that to the side. in case I mess it up and burn down the whole house. Alright, so... Oh, let me go get a plate, actually. You need that, too. Alright, plate. Doesn't matter which plate you use. Honestly, I'm too lazy. It might burn through. Who knows? Alright. So, open up your butter. Go through the procedures that I told you. So, you want to coat both sides. Both sides. Remember that. This side and this side with butter. If you use too much butter, it will stick to the pan. I'm telling you, it will stick to the pan. I've experienced that way too many times. Alright, this could be enough for one side, or maybe one and like half of the other one. Alright, here. See, you just want to cover all the edges and get any extra bread, any extra dry spots covered with the oh jeez, I can't talk while doing stuff. With all the butter. Alright. One side. Remember that. One side. That's done. Now the other side. Cause I can't stand it. See, I'm not touching the part where there is butter. So why don't I just use the plate that's been provided for me by myself? Yours truly. And I might need a little bit more butter. Yeah, don't care. Alright, so once both sides have been covered with butter, you want to turn on your stove. For me, I use a stove, obviously. And I'm going to put it on high. But you guys should put it like this much. And if yours doesn't have numbers, you could either put it like halfway, or you could just put it like at low. But low would be a little bit too less. And yeah. So for me, I just go like up to here. And this is what happens when you put the bread. Look. Forgot to mention that you have to wait for the fire to heat up. That's why I put it on high. Alright, while we're waiting for that, we should just coat the other piece of bread with butter. And let's not let this get too hot. Alright. Where did I put that butter? It's right here. Remember, both sides. Can't mention that enough. And remember, you don't want to use too much butter. You just want to cover like corners and edges of the bread. Alright, now that that first part has been covered, I'm going to put the first piece of bread, and here we go. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Alright, didn't do anything again. Alright, let's move this around so that it doesn't get burned. If you hear sizzling, that means that it's going to work. But if you hear sizzling for a little bit too long, you see how it's like getting rough for me to move it around now. And you want the butter to be moved around everywhere. And remember guys, if you used a plastic spoon, it will melt. I'm not even joking. It will melt. Alright, let's turn this heat down. Alright, let's try to flip it over. Yep, that's what we want to hear. Remember, all the edges. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. If it got stuck, I'm going to be so sad. And it got stuck. Oh, jeez. Well, that's how not to do it. But we will put this on the side for now. And coat the other side. Let me turn this off. And coat the other side. Another huge thing that I just did, don't put too much butter in a specific area, because that will make the whole thing, like, I don't even know. It'll just go like right through the bread, and then that's how it will stick. So like, you don't want to be like me. Oh, jeez. Lotion, anyone? Let me clean up my hand first. Alright, let's move this piece of bread. Flip it over. And put this one. Ooh, jeez. Alright, gotta put the heat up a little bit. I'll put this off to the side. Oh, jeez, this is not going well. Oh no, not again. Each time I put up the heat, it like sticks. Put this over here for now. Well, now there is a hole inside of the bread. Alright, let's put this heat down. Oh, I mean down. Alright, let me just completely turn it off. Alright, so now we will put the other piece. Open up the cheese as quick as I can. Cheese. Alright, take this off this stove. Put it over there. And put the cheese on. Oh, jeez. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. Now, what's gonna make the cheese melt? You must put them together. Da, 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 da. Wait a sec. Alright, there. Now that they have been put together, you are now allowed to pick it up, put it in your plate. Let's clean up this mess. Put the pan inside of the sink. You could put some water on it. Look at this. Never mind, it didn't happen. Alright. So, if you want to cut it, you can. That's what I do sometimes. I just cut it in half so I can get the sandwichy feel. Alright. There you guys go. A somewhat perfect grilled cheese sandwich. Like and subscribe since I didn't burn down the whole house. Yay. And peace.